2 years ago, I got bored with teaching big groups because I felt everything was moving forward pretty slowly, and it was really frustrating to see people failing over a period of 6 months. So I quit my job and I decided I'm going to change things, and I was about to teach one-on-one. And I came up with the idea to teach German in 30 days. It's an old slogan from the 60s, but of course that is a fake marketing slogan. But I really wanted to make that happen. So I took a young lady from London who didn't know any German, and I taught her German in 30 consecutive days. And when she took that exam, 2 years, 2 weeks later, she called me. And at night, 10 o'clock, she opened her mailbox late, and she gave me the results, and I was crying. I was in a bar with someone drinking wine, but I was really crying because I really realized I've created something extremely powerful and extremely beautiful. I could teach German, which normally takes 6 months, in 30 consecutive days. She didn't study long every day. She studied at the same time as in any language school, 3 hours every day. 1 hour with me, 2 hours on her own. And she mastered the Goethe Institute exam, which was the proof, with 91%. Now, I can only teach a certain amount of people. I teach 4 people a day and then I'm done, physically and mentally. But I would love to share this beautiful system. It's nothing magic, it's just common sense with everyone out there who is struggling with learning German. So I'm creating an online German learning platform which does not exist in that form, called UP. UP will change things because it comes or is based on my experience of the last 2 years of teaching German in 30 days. And I've repeated that success over and over again, not in 30 days necessarily, but the efficiency has remained and even improved. This year I did it in 2 weeks, and she passed the exam with the exception of the writing part and the grammar part, which are crucial, really awful parts and impossible. So actually, and that woman that I tried it with this year, she turned sick after 10 days, so she had 10 days to pass the B1 exam, and she did pass the oral exam with 84%. This is even incredible in my eyes. I'm teaching for a long time. So EP will change all this, and it's actually working because it's based on common sense, on over 10,000 hours of teaching experience and learning experience. I've sat in 20 language schools and courses myself, and I've been mostly bored. And you can find the details on my Indiegogo campaign right now. It's called, just Google YIPI, Y-I-P-P-I-Y. There you will find the details why YIPI is the only working German learning platform out there. Or will be actually, I'm sorry. I'm working on that. Okay, so far I think my time is over. More than that.
All right, thank you, Michael. You started out great. I think your presentation style was a very natural story. It pretty much felt like you were sitting down by a fireplace and telling me how you rolled into this whole thing. And I always like to hear that kind of stories. You kind of got lost at the end, where you were only pretty much like telling successes, which is nice. I would use one, not go on like 3 or 4 different occasions. What I also like that you did is you really got my curiosity going. It's a very clear story. You were a teacher, there was a group, and you were annoyed with the pace. It was going slow. Everyone has been in the classroom, and they know, and there's always that one moron that just doesn't get it. Like, oh my God. Most of the time, probably, you've even been that moron that is slowing down the entire class. And that's why you decided to do the one-on-one thing, and you did this 30-day, and I like you kind of made a connection with bad marketing, and it was just something that used to be said, but it never worked. So then you really had me curious, like, okay, this guy apparently knows something that nobody else knows. And then you completely smashed that by saying, yeah, but it's just common sense. Yeah, but the thing is, the thing is that you're onto something that apparently not many other people are, because there are not many people that are learning German in 30 days, right? So, and just before, when I was talking to you, you were telling me about psychology things that are involved in the process of learning something in 30 days, and I'm pretty sure you're probably applying some of those techniques in your teaching. I'm not sure, I'm assuming that. So those could be interesting things for me to debunk this myth of, okay, come on, he must be full of crap. That's impossible, 30 days. That's still in my head right now. How is that possible? And what really kind of struck me is when you said, and the funny thing is they don't even learn much more than a regular person does, where with me really the alarm starts going off. Like, wait, how is this possible? Yes?
Can I interject?
Please.
I'm sorry, not to interject like what you're saying, because I actually agree with what you're saying. But I know Michael from before. He didn't pitch me, but he pitched me. We were at a different meetup one night, it was ages ago. Yeah. And he says, hey man, I like literally just got into Germany. He's like, yeah, I can teach you German in like 15 days. And I'm like, yeah. And so like, what I can say is that he's actually really good. I had a lot of shit going on and I didn't study because I was starting startups and I was doing my thing. But the lessons and things that I went to were super important for me, and I still take a lot of those things together. The one thing I missed from your pitch now was that I know what you do, but I didn't get what you're doing. Yeah. So I didn't actually get what the app was doing. So you said, okay, I teach you German in 30 days, and you're launching an app, but I didn't actually, so I don't get so yeah, I can come to you and learn German, but I don't know how you're going to teach me and 100 other people German, because you said, okay, like I can teach 4 people a day, and that's it. And so, but I don't know what the app does that you're going to teach 100,000 people. Yeah. That's the one thing I didn't get from you. Because you still, even sitting here now, I'm like, oh fuck, I wish I would have studied, I wish I would have learned, I wish I would have, because I'm like, okay, yeah, teach me German in 30 days, but then, I'm sort of like, okay, but then, I'm going to go and use your app, but for what reason? That was my takeaway. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. No, that's fine. I think you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, these advertisements on the internet that just say like, this magical formula that you should avoid to be slim. And then you click on it. Sorry, I clicked on it. and it just went on with saying, and there's this magical formula
that will make you slim.
But I'm going to tell you later. Yeah. And it just goes on and goes on and goes on. And you're like, what the hell? I want to hear it. And then it comes out and it just says, just give me 10,000 euros. I'm going to tell you. Yeah. And that's kind of how I felt. Like, wow, you can really teach German in 30 days. How?
But you would have clicked on it, and that was my goal.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, but
but then you would have thought, no, I would have needed at least another 3 to 5 minutes to...
Yeah, but I think the thing is, the proof, you had it. Because you could have struck me with your story as a very smart guy, and you could have, because at some point you did have an element of proof of saying, hi, I'm a guy that has given 10,000 hours of lessons in German. I'm also a guy that loves to study psychology. I'm not just a teacher that will just tell you what's in the book. I found out a way to teach people that compared to other guys will make them learn much faster without, so I know it's difficult to put into words because it's a talent you have, and what you did is that you transferred that talent into an app, and you just have the proof of the people that learned in such a short time and say, hey, I'm that guy that manages to get people to learn in 30 days, and now there's an app with my talent in it, So it's like you're Steve Jobs that makes amazing products, and this is one of the products you touched, So for the rest, yeah, it's a clear proposition. Don't drift off in too much in how amazing you are at the end. It's good that you. I believed you already at some point. Don't overdo it. It's like we from Coca-Cola advise you to drink Coca-Cola. Good also that you closed off with your call to action, which was the Indiegogo campaign, so you get people to support you. If you would have eliminated some of the self-compliments, that would have come out much stronger, and I would have thrown it to invest more.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.